Hello Virgo, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your weekly read for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of August 2020. It's the weekend when I'm publishing this, Virgo, which means I've got a half price reading sale going on right now. If you're watching this the weekend that I publish it, that is. And it's on my Your Next Steps reading. So it's a 3-page reading. I get it out within 24 hours of you booking it. And it goes into your next 5 steps. So, you know, the universe and your higher self, it needs you to actually take action steps to get aligned with things and to in the world to actually manifest stuff. You've got to take action, right? And so this goes into the next 5 things that you need to take action on, whether that's inner action or whether it's action out in the world too. And so they're very empowering readings. It gives you kind of a blueprint for moving forward. You can go through those steps as fast or as slow as you want. There might be big steps, there might be small steps, you just never know. So if that sounds good to you, you're going to want to book in for one of those this weekend, because this weekend it's 75 Australian dollars instead of 150, which is about 50 American instead of 100. And so I'll pop a link to book in for one of those up there, and there's a link in the description box below, and you can find it on my website, behealing.com, as well. So let's get into it, Virgo. Let's get a Muse Tarot card out for you for the week. This is Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. What energies do our Virgos have this week? My throat's just gone all scratchy. And there's a bird going, ah. I don't know what kind of bird that is, making that noise. Virgos, what have you got going on this week? Let's see. I take the jumpers, the ones that jump out or flip themselves over. Like that. Oh, someone else got this, one of the cards anyway. Yeah, I don't know what that bird is. Right, so I don't know whether you've watched the weekly read for all signs for the collective, but this is reminding me of it. We've got the 2 of inspiration here. 2 of swords. No, 2 of wands this is. So the weekly reading for all signs said that we're moving forward on something, new relationship, new job, new business, something like that. And then this week it's like, stop, think about it. Is this really where you want to go? Do you remember your original intentions? What is it that you really wanted out of that? Is this self-loving towards you? Are you doing it in the right way that's the best for you? It's like, just stop and think about it to make sure you're headed in the right direction, to make sure it is really what you want. So that's the energies that we've got for everybody. And this is what I'm getting from this too. Because look, the telescope there, it's like focusing on the big picture, looking at the big picture again, saying, oh, hang on a minute. Because you know, when we start something off, we can get caught up in the details. Like, and this is really speaking to me too, is I'm moving forward on this new relationship, romantic relationship. And it is having to pause. It's having to pause at the moment because of COVID stuff, financial stuff that's happened because of that. But what it's made me realize is, as I've been moving forward or trying to move forward in this relationship, I kind of got caught up in the details and I forgot what I wanted originally from this relationship. So I'm having to take a step back. That's what it's saying to me anyway. So this is saying something similar to you. Take a step back, look at the big picture, remember your original intentions and get focused on that again. And then you've got the 3 of inspiration. You've got the dominoes here, and it's like, this is like the steps, right? Your next steps. Like your next steps reading that I'm doing this weekend is there's things to do to move forward, right? And it's a slow progression. You know, have you ever built one of these domino runs? It takes a while to do it, right? And if you've ever done it, you need to do it bit by bit. Like there needs to be gaps, because if you accidentally knock one over, then it all goes down. So you build it section by section, and then you build the bridges between those sections. And this is what I'm getting, is your steps forward. You're going to have to think about them more. Don't rush headlong into it. It's going to take more thought, planning, that kind of thing. So you've got the 2. The 2 moving into the 3. So take a step back, have a look at it again, because there's decisions to make in how you're moving forward. There's a better plan to do it so that it doesn't break apart, so that you're building things on firm foundations, whatever it is that you're moving forward on in your life at the moment. So yeah, we've got that. 2 moving into the 3. Sounds interesting to me. So at the end of the reading, I'm going to pick out one of Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle cards there. But let's get into it. What, using Lynn Bell's Inner Self Guidance cards. What have you got going on this week, Virgo? Okay, release guilt and blame. Things aren't necessarily going in the direction that you want them to go. So whatever it is that you're moving forward on, a relationship, business, trying to go for a job, something like that, could be family stuff, whatever you've been moving forward on lately, and you've got this stop, take a look at the big picture kind of thing going on. It hasn't been going the direction that you want it to go. And so, yes, perfect time to stop then and look. Because here you've got guilt. And you know what guilt attracts? It attracts punishment. Whenever we feel guilty, we attract punishment toward us or we try and punish ourselves, we sabotage ourselves. And it attracts blame from other people as well. If we're feeling guilty, we're taking responsibility for something, they will blame us. Yeah, because they don't want to take responsibility of it. If something's going wrong, they don't want to take responsibility of it. So something's going wrong at the moment in the direction that you're going in. You're feeling guilty about it. Other people are blaming you for it. But what really is going on is like, hang on a minute, Virgo, take a step back, have a look at what you're doing, have a look at where you're going. Some changes need to be made. That's what's really going on. Right. That's what's really going on. So you need to release that guilt and take a step back and do some more planning and make some changes. Right. Also this, you're taking a look at the bigger picture again because you're limitless, and I feel like you're limiting yourself, or you've maybe had some pessimistic plans, pessimistic dreams. You're not realizing how great it can be, how big it can be, how great it can be. You're limitless. But past experiences has caused you or taught you to aim low so you don't get disappointed. Well, stop that. And so, yeah, some of you have got this releasing guilt and the blame stuff because things seem to be going wrong on this path forward. Some of you are having to take this time out to look at the bigger picture because you're trying to create something that's way too small. And you actually want more than that. And so it's like, hang on a minute. The universe says, stop. Stop, Virgo. Are you sure that this is what you want? Because I think that you want much more than that. I think you're just settling. I think my throat is going really dry and sore. Right. Okay, this is why. So you've got to feel it and take the risk here. The reason that you're not going big is because you're scared. It's out of your comfort zone, yeah? And so you feel that, and then you're like, oh no, I'll just ask for something smaller instead. Because I don't want to take that risk. It feels risky to me. I don't want to do it. I want to stay in my comfort zone instead. And this is saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. The feelings aren't that bad that you need to run away from them, that you need to make changes to not feel them. Fear isn't that bad a feeling. It's not terror. Like, it really isn't, you know. You can sit with those feelings and allow them to be and do something anyway. So stop aiming low just because of the fear. Feel that fear and go, okay, this feeling, it's not that bad. You know, it's like not exercising because it hurts a little bit. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit. It's not that bad, though. Like, I did a lot of left hooks yesterday, and my arm is quite sore, and I still went training this morning, and it hurt. It hurt when I was doing it, and I couldn't punch with full force with this arm. But I knew to keep on going because I'm correcting those muscles, and I'm breaking them up where it's been wrong, and I'm building it back up. You don't not exercise because it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Well, some people do, I know. But don't do that. Like, discomfort is not that bad. It's not that bad. You're allowed to feel discomfort. In fact, all the good things are on the other side of discomfort. They're outside of your comfort zone, right? Like doing these recordings, even when My throat is scratchy. I'm going to persevere though. I'll get a drink after this one. So yes, don't stay in your comfort zone. Reach out for higher. Reach out for more. That's why you're being stopped. Look at the bigger picture. You actually want more than that. Reach out for more. I mean, it's like I'm going to build myself a house, but I'm just going to make it a one-room house because I'll start with one room and then no, you won't. Like if you're building a house, you lay the foundations for all of the rooms that you want. Not you don't just start with one and then add another room on, add another room on. You've got to do it properly from the start. And so reach out for way more. Appreciate yourself. Reach out. Appreciate what you really want and reach out for way more. Way more. You deserve way more. This could be a relationship. You're aiming too low. You're like, oh, someone that will just do you settling. Don't do it. The universe is like, hang on. Don't you want your soulmate? Let's get a Colette Baron Reid card out for you. And while I'm shuffling this, I'll tell you about Psychic Cafe. I've got a daily show. It's almost every day anyway. Live show here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. It's at 7 a.m. Bangkok time. Google when that is in your time zone and come along sometime. I go deeper into the daily read, pick cards out from different decks that I've got. We have a chat and I do mini readings for everyone as well. It's in that, or sometimes I don't have time to do that and sometimes it's too busy. It will actually change if once it gets much busier and it'll be on donations, but it's free at the moment, so come along. I mean the personal ones, mini reads will be by donation only. You've got Yang, which is the giving energy, it's putting energy out there. It's the number one card. The energy that you're putting out into the world, what you're doing. Yeah, this 3 of inspiration here. You're building things, making sure that it's right what you're building, making sure that the energy that you're giving out is actually the energy that you want to give out in the world. This week is all about you getting really clear on what it is you actually want and what you're actually building to make sure that you're building it right. Because you don't want to start off on a project and then find within a few months, oh, I've started the wrong thing and I have to start again. It's just waste. It's just a waste, and the universe doesn't want you to do that this time. It doesn't want you to waste your time starting to build something that isn't actually for you. So be careful of what you're putting out there, what you're doing. Make sure that you're doing it in the right way. You know, another sign got this as well. Got the buy the book card from this deck of doing things in the way that actually works. You know, learning from other people what actually works and doing that. Plenty of teachers out there teaching how to actually do it in a way that works. We don't need to wing it and we don't need to fudge our way through and start small and all of that. We can actually find out what works and learn from someone else, right? So there you go. And this could be also a call to get one of your next steps readings too. The energy, the stuff that you're doing, those steps that you're taking. There'll be a link to book in for one of those around about there. So thank you so much for watching. Click like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.